Hi, I'm Sydney Radka, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is April 7th already, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Jim Senecropi and Christine VanDusen, the owner of CVDesigns in Seneca Falls. Today's show is brought to you by the Seneca Falls Country Club. Spring is here, and the golf course at Seneca Falls Country Club is already in great shape. You can take advantage of their early spring rates of just $25 for 18 holes with a cart, or consider becoming a member for just $8.99 for the whole season.
Whoa, did you say $8.99?
I sure did. That is like a steal. You know, I have been looking into memberships this year, trying to get a little bit more serious, and this is the best deal that I have found. And also, this year, you can book your tee time online, which is so convenient at SenecaFallsCountryClub.com. Escape to Seneca Falls Country Club for wide open spaces, great friends, and awesome food and drink. What more can you ask for? What do you think?
No, with the weather breaking and a long pandemic winter, it's perfect. To get down to Seneca Falls Country Club overlooking Cuba Lake. Lots of new surprises coming down there this year too.
Love that.
A lot of new outdoor type of stuff that like furniture and settings, and it's going to be a surprise.
Make you want to stay 10 times longer than you already are there,
right.
Which is great. Welcome, Christine. We haven't had you in here in kind of a while.
It's been a few months.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We always love having you, obviously, because you just tell me all the things that I need to go and get at your store, and then I end up going and spending all the money there that I make here at FingerLakes1.com.
Well, also some, always get inspiration for home decorating or fashion and that type of thing, and insight into what's going on downtown Seneca Falls.
I do want to touch base on one thing first before we get started with Christine. Jim, how are you feeling today?
Oh, I got my first shot of the vaccine yesterday at Walgreens.
Yes.
Yep.
So how are you feeling?
It was fine. I felt fine. My arm wasn't really sore, although if I touch it, you can feel it. But I felt fine. I went home last night. I mowed the lawn for the first time this spring.
Love that.
But this morning I'm not feeling great.
Oh.
I'm not feeling terrible, but I'm not feeling 100%.
Does that mean that it's working then?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is. Everybody responds a little bit differently, but I think a little bit of fatigue because your immune system is kind of kicking up trying to to fight. So
I got the Pfizer vaccine.
What's that?
I got Pfizer.
I got two of the Moderna, and I'm done. Yeah,
Look at this.
Done. It's such a huge relief.
It's gotta be.
I was very skeptical in the beginning, but I, embraced it, and it really is, after such a year of living in fear, it's just very empowering to know that, okay, I can control this. So.
Did your mom get it too?
Both parents, yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, and they did very well. My mom got sick for the day after and then was fine, and my dad didn't respond at all. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being a business owner, too, that's got to have that extra level of, relief.
Absolutely, because we've really been exposed to the public, with increased safety measures, and everyone is required to wear masks. We have the shield at the counter, but and so I think it's important too, for us to do our part and make an example, and so we can all move forward. So
yeah. So I want to know, since we haven't seen you in a little bit, like what's going on and what's the newest stuff that I need to know about CVDesigns.
Are things normal again? Would you consider it feels normal again, or not quite?
Normal
at the store.
I think so. It's our new normal. We've kind of
right.
Up until the pandemic, we really didn't do a whole lot online. But we had kind of started a little bit, and so now I would say it's about 50-50. We do quite a bit online. We just celebrated our 6-year anniversary. I can't even.
We talked about that.
That's bananas. But in 5 years downtown. So, it's been really great. And this past Christmas, we launched the CVDesigns box. Mm-hmm. They're curated gift boxes, and we've had different themed ones. We did a love box.
Huge success.
Yes. We've over 500 sold to date, and we're coming up on the launch of our next one, which is the mom box. So, some really exciting things coming there. We ship nationwide. We're doing some collaborations with Cafe 19 again.
Yay.
For the Love Box, we did their famous chocolate covered strawberries,
I had
and
some.
could only do them locally.
Right.
But Casey, being the wizard that she is, she's using something called royal icing on these specialty cookies. I'm not going to give away the design because it's just, she's amazing. But the icing can be shipped. So even for our customers across the country, they can take part in the Mother's Day cookie add-on. So we're very excited.
I got some of those strawberries because TJ got me a love box for Valentine's Day, and they were just as good as everything in my box.
Yes,
it
I know.
just tied it all in. It was perfect.
It was perfect.
What else do you have? I know I've seen, obviously on Facebook, so many new items going into the store.
You did a vote of some sort. You asked people on social media, your customers, which way you wanted them. They wanted you to go in terms of like the home collection. A few weeks ago,
I'm trying to think. I do so many
Yeah.
polls. I have an addiction to Facebook polls and Instagram polls. I'm trying to think
and
now.
it was overwhelming. One side won. I can't remember.
I can't remember which one that was, but yeah, we are always trying to listen to our customers, get their feedback, see where they want us to go. But you know, the last year, everyone has been in their homes, so they're looking around like, okay, I don't love my stuff, you know, and so they want to make changes. And so we've seen a lot of that. Our home collection has really expanded. We've been carrying a lot more furniture, rugs, things like that. And so, you know, that's growing. And I think our clothing has really taken a big shift this year, because last year it was all lounge and everybody was working from home, and now people, they want to have style again. You know, they want to wear the jumpsuits and the skirts and kind of have that spring look back. So we've brought in some really nice things there. So we've got quite a variety going on. My head is always spinning, but it's fun.
It's awesome. And I just have to like throw in, so like I just feel like you have always adapted with everything that is going on from the 6th year when I first started working with you, which I talked about in the show. I was like, oh my God, I've been with her almost since the beginning, like, and watched her grow. But I just saw you posted your first TikTok, and I am here for it. I'm living it. It's just great because it's almost like you just it's like going with the internet. You have to keep things modern and what people want, and your TikTok was perfect.
Well, thank you.
It was so cute. It was nice transitions, everything that you need in a TikTok.
Well, I have to give all the credit there to my new staff. Jordan and Jenna came on board a few weeks ago, and one of the things when we brought them in, it was like, okay, I'm only in my 30s, but I feel so old sometimes on social. And, you know, I didn't have a TikTok, but I'm like, okay, I think we need to kind of get into some of the more video content, not just images. And oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I think we scared a customer out. We were laughing so hard yesterday when we were making that. And I've always had a flair for the dramatic, so it's fun to kind of play with it a little bit.
Do you have any younger customers, like in their 20s or even high school, that come into the store?
We've brought in a lot. 20s is one of our biggest demographics, but we've seen a lot more teens this year, which is really exciting.
Good.
Looking for clothes or
clothing?
Okay.
Yeah, we've got such a variety of styles for clothing that, you know, we have customers that are 16, and I've had an 80-year-old come in and get some of our white jeans. I mean, so we really are trying to reach a wide variety of people and carry some different things.
You do great.
Just question, as a retailer of clothes, other items you just need one size, you know, of everything. But for clothes, like, how do you balance your inventory against like all the sizes? So one pair of jeans, if you're going to carry it, you really have to carry that in like 8 different sizes, right?
Size 00 to 16. You got it,
which
Jim.
is amazing. Yeah.
Jim knows women's fashion very well. Yeah, it's a challenge. But, you know, we've been able to do that as we've gained more customers and more people coming through. It's given us the ability to do that. And it's been really great because, one, it's really difficult when you go shopping certain places and you can't try things on right now.
Oh, yeah.
So we started early on too, where we hold the stuff for 24 hours, but we're allowing customers to try things on.
It really is helpful.
Especially with jeans. I mean, I tried ordering some online last year, and what a mess. So they all went back. So I just really wanted to have some things available for locals, and so it was a little bit of a leap, you know, because we were talking about larger quantities of items, but so far we've been pretty good at
is it a risk? Is it like gambling almost? Like, so if you decide, okay, I'm going to get these 3 jumpsuits and I think they're going to sell, and then one of the 3 doesn't, and what do you do with that inventory that doesn't sell?
Well, all 3 sell, Jim. So
yeah, like that's a silly question.
No matter what. No. Well, I think I've gotten better at kind of anticipating what people are looking for, what they want. And we just do the best that we can. We really try to be competitive with our pricing.
Yeah.
So we've been very fortunate. I joke about that, but we've been pretty fortunate that we've really moved inventory. We have things, unfortunately, some things sell out too fast and then people get mad at me. But
of course.
But so we're just kind of trying to, balance how much to get, meet the demands, and not overextend ourselves. So
I think what's kind of nice is, like, in a way you do have some exclusiveness in your products, and you put like a sneak peek out and you're like, this is what's coming, and all of a sudden possibly you could have almost all of your inventory sold the day that they get there. I feel like I've seen it, and people want it more because you see like how many people comment on a certain one. You're like, oh no, I got to get that first. And I think that shows how well you have listened to your customers.
Thank you.
How much you're putting out exactly what they want, and
Thank
bringing
you.
a little
I
more
appreciate
style to these small towns around us. And internationally, I think is such a big thing for those boxes. Like you've talked about before how you have people coming and visiting, but with everything that's been going on in the last year, it just like helps you get out there to so many more places, which I think is awesome for someone who just started something in a small little Seneca Falls town, and now look where you're at. I just love it. I love everything about it.
So important for downtown. Like, you become an anchor almost. Like, your store being successful opens the door for other stores. Not necessarily doing the same thing you do, but any type of downtown retail business. Between you and Cinerope Florist are the 2 that come to mind. I mean, it creates a nice anchor, and hopefully we get a few more and become more of, in Seneca Falls, maybe of like a Skinny Atlas type of feel.
It's funny you mentioned that, because we've seen so much of that over the last few months, and it's picking up even more now with spring. We've had so many people, and I'm just so shocked by it every time. They're like, it's a destination. We wanted to come and have a girls' weekend and come to your store, and we're staying at the Aurora Inn, and where should we go in Seneca Falls for dinner tonight? And it's just, our mission has always kind of been to contribute to Seneca Falls as a whole, the downtown, like you said, other businesses. So the fact that they're coming to see us, then they're stopping at Parker's, they're going to the cafe the next day for breakfast. It's very rewarding. And so that's always been something that we're very flattered by and very excited about.
To be able to have people walk up and down that little strip of downtown is just great, because now it's like they stop at Fall Street, they stop at you, they go down their way down there, and I think it's awesome.
So, as far as spring coming, you mentioned everybody's been in their house for a year, and now it's kind of opening up again, but still people are decorating their homes or their yards or patios or porches. Anything kind of new or trendy in that department?
Always. Some things that we're seeing this year are a little bit more unexpected. Usually when you think of spring and summer, you think of all bright colors, and which you're seeing some of, but blacks and browns are really making an appearance this year. A lot of black accents in pillows, furniture, so like blacks, browns, greens, different combinations. And we have a few different themes in our store set up right now too, so you can come in, you can see the different pieces working together, what might work in your space. We're seeing a lot of mid-century modern influences, especially in furniture, and we started carrying some accent chairs and things like that in that style. And so it's a good way to kind of give your space a refresh, give it a new look without just taking everything down and starting fresh. It's nice to get a few things. So,
that's where I always struggle, because I'm like, oh, look at all these new things that I love. I'm like, I feel like I just need to get rid of everything and I need to start over. But that's a plus of living around you guys and being able to come in there and hear from your mom and hear from you and have you guys be like, take a pic, like you've said to me, take a picture and show me and I will help you.
Absolutely. We love that.
She's great. And I think we're still both patiently waiting for my kitchen to be done so I can just add so much. I saw you have a lot of new dinnerware and stuff too, which is so pretty, just the little tiny details that make everything look so much better.
Yeah, they're really nice. And it's great because they're all designed by artists. Creative Co-op is our home decor, one of our home decor suppliers, and they work with artists. So everything is, artisan inspired, created, but the price point is really affordable. So you're getting these really nice quality artistic pieces, and we have different collections, and they are 20% off this week.
Ooh, perfect. And then you look like a little more bougie when you have people over again, because you can start having bigger gatherings. Bougie, yes. And you're like, bougie. Look at me with my fancy plates and my matching silverware and all my beautiful accents that go with it. I just think it's
I've always done that when I've had people at my house, and people always comment on it. I know, I always share it on social too.
No, I love it.
Because I never really have many people over. So when I do the table up and it's got the chargers and everything, I just love it. So, but it is a crowd pleaser for sure when you
people
do that.
Aspire to be more like you and live in your
scary.
space. And then I love that you're bringing in new employees that are from the area that have grown up in Seneca Falls and can really bring in some new, fresh. I don't know. It's not. I keep saying. I want to say
younger. I know. I'm not young anymore, Sydney. No matter how much I want to think I am.
I hate how I act like I'm older than I am. I don't know why. Because these girls are like really not that much younger than me, but I feel like they grew up in such a different space and world with the social media and everything.
Yeah, and they bring a whole new perspective, and they're a lot of fun, and they're, just starting out in their careers, and so we're just excited that they're working with us for now, and I'd love it if they would stay long term and grow with the company, but we're just excited to have them. They're doing a great job.
Now that the weather's getting warmer, do you think you'll have some of those sidewalk sales again? How did those go?
Absolutely. It's funny. I was just thinking about that this morning. I think we'll probably do the first one after Mother's Day.
So. Perfect.
Do you remember the old sidewalk sales in downtown Seneca Falls by any chance?
No.
Well, they used to.
We're not as old as you, dude.
I know. We're talking about age and stuff. But, but yeah, back in probably like the 1980s, they used to have in the summer. Every summer they'd have sidewalk sales, and every single, back then you had CO and Ruts and Seneca Clothing and, all these different retailers that now kind of got pushed out by the bigger boxes. But, it was like a bazaar downtown for a weekend or a week or whenever they did it. But
and it's funny because that I was thinking of doing that because our sidewalk sales are always a huge success, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if everybody could just put something out, even the restaurants, if they just had little tastings or something. And
like the Downtown
it'll
Business
depend on the
Association
COVID
could facilitate that
guidelines. Maybe? But I'm going to kind of look into what we're going to be allowed to do because, again, I think people are just excited to get out. It's a good excuse. And, I mean, if you go downtown on a nice day, I'm still amazed. It's packed. I mean, it's filled with people, but everybody's safe. And it's just really nice to see more people appreciating their hometown. Right. It's been a nice shift. So
and I've seen plenty of people passing through who park their car and walk to the Women's Rights National Park and the Hall of Fame and browse, they're not from around here.
Right.
So that's still happening.
Yep, absolutely.
And probably will increase over the next month or two.
I think so, too.
Yeah. It's crazy that on my, memories from a year ago now are starting to pop up, or you can see that on Facebook and Snapchat and whatnot. And I took a picture, and it popped up yesterday, and it was just my car was the only car in all of downtown when I was on my way to work one day. And I was like, this is so eerie.
It was
crazy.
Chilling. I had the same experience, and it was shortly after we had all closed our doors. So we all had that little sign saying, we're temporarily closed. And I was getting out and either running or walking every day, and same thing. I would walk through at noon, and it was like, there's not a car here. This is so crazy.
It was crazy.
And to see the businesses that have come back, we're very lucky, and I think collectively all the businesses would agree that our area really embraced all of us during this time.
Yes.
So we're very fortunate. 84 Fall is now going to be open, extended hours again. Parker's is back open for lunch. So things I think are finally starting to kind of come back full swing.
It's like perfect timing too with the weather, like we said. And I do want you to touch base. I want you to tell us about the weather. It's just, I think something with a little bit of vitamin D around here in the Finger Lakes just changes people's attitudes and moods and gets people.
We've been really lucky, right?
We really have.
It's been early spring. I went to North Carolina and then came home for 2 days and then went to Virginia and now I'm home for good, thank God. I don't mind but I like being home. Anyways, the weather wasn't that much better down. The weather actually this week is nicer than it was on either one of those trips I took.
Wow.
So, I mean, we're lucky. It broke in March. It's still, like, normally it could be snowing still. But this forecast is awesome.
Yeah.
And this week has been great.
It's beautiful.
So,
tell me.
tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be pushing 80. It's going to be in the mid to upper 70s. And then Friday, just a chance of rain, 30%, but otherwise partly sunny with a high near 67. It will be windy, a breezy day. But then Saturday's my pick day, best day ever.
Oh, boy.
It's mostly sunny, high near 72.
That is a perfect
Saturday,
day.
so
that is perfect.
So book your tea time now.
book your tea time, get out in your yard, go for a hike, do whatever the heck you want to do when it's nice out. But it's going to be beautiful. And then Sunday cools down a little bit, just a 50% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high near 64, and then heading back to work next Monday, sunny, 62. So the long-term forecast shows like in the 60s and 70s, and
Yay.
not a lot of rain.
I love that.
And I've been waiting for the spring because last fall I just did a lot of stuff in my yard. So we built a deck by the pool and a patio. And in the process of that patio being built, like, the yard just got destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I said, you know what, let's go for it. I got a giant shed in the backyard that had to be brought in, like, it might have been even November by the time we got that back there. So there are all these tire ruts. It was a disaster, and now I'm trying to repair it.
You're ready for that green grass, so you can fix everything.
I spent all last night. Oh, we got our dog in this video.
I knew he was going to hear that car.
He couldn't go 30 minutes without
George,
making
come here.
noise.
I feel right at home.
Yeah,
Mine
he's
do
been
the same
so
thing.
Good. I just love having George here. He's like a work mascot. I feel like
Lift him up there, can you? Bet you can't.
Can I pick him up without him biting me? Or anything?
He won't bite you.
Come here, mister. Oh, you're heavy.
He was on this show before. Oh my Lord.
Goodness, here.
Oh.
Look, George. Oh
Can
my
you
goodness.
stand it?
This is the best part of the show right now. Look at you, huh?
When he was a puppy,
hi,
like when he was
George.
like, maybe 4
you.
or 6 to 8
my God.
weeks old, he was on this show with Jessica Lar.
Oh, he was when he was a little baby?
Yep.
New co-host.
So, yeah, you brought it back. Take it away, George. What are you going to be doing this weekend? All right, I'm going to put you down. Please don't bark at me.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. He really does love me. I mean, that didn't look like he loved me, but he really does. But I did have one last question before we leave, which this just popped in my head. Are you the type of person who takes out your winter clothes, and then when spring comes, do you box up your winter clothes and put them away and then bring out all your spring clothes, or no? Do you keep them kind of in your closet?
It's kind of like a 50-50 situation because I can't, by this time of year, I can't wait to put my sweaters away. I'll leave out like maybe a cardigan or so, but I just can't wait. But it's funny, this year, I hate all my clothes.
I feel the same
like I want
way.
to start from scratch. I was looking at everything and I'm like, no, it's not enough. This year we all need to come back. We need to step up our style. So I'm ready.
So you're going to be refilling with CVDesigns for sure.
Yes.
I just told her this. I found a random $50 CVDesigns gift card that I hadn't used yet. So I was like, I need to bring this to work tomorrow and I need to go. But I asked that question because it's this time of the year where I'm in the predicament, even when I'm getting ready for work, like, I was like, what do I wear? Do I wear a light jacket? Do I wear a sweater? Is it going to get hotter in the day? It's really a struggle.
It's tough. We're in that kind of weird time where the mornings are cold, but like Jim said, it's going to be warm. So yeah, just a light jacket and a lot of camis and layers. Layers are your friend.
I can't. Yeah, well, I'm having that trouble now.
I want to purge my closets because of everything that's in there. There's probably, I probably literally wear 10% of it.
Mm-hmm. I did that just recently, and it felt great. During COVID, that was something I did where I got rid of, 4 huge garbage bags of clothes that I don't even wear. And then last night, I just got rid of 4 more garbage bags. And that also gives me a lot of anxiety because I'm like, oh, no, I have nothing to choose
But you never
from.
miss that once it's gone.
Nope.
Well, I never knew
and
it
you
was
feel better
there
about being able to replace it. You're like, see, I just donated all of this. Now I can reward myself.
And that's what, I'm like, wow. Sometimes I look back, I'm like, I forgot I even had this. It still has the tag on it. But somebody else is going to get it, and they're going to love it because I literally haven't looked at it in 2 years.
Yeah.
The rule of thumb is if you haven't worn it in 1 year, then you're never going to wear it.
Oh, geez. I still have, Are you the people like from high school? I still have all the T-shirts and stuff, and I never knew what to do with it.
I got a couple from college that they might fit in a few months when I trim down a little bit for summer.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like,
but I never would wear them anyways. But they're nostalgic.
Yeah, and us women, we always have that like 18-year-old skirt or pair of jeans in the back that you're just like, I'll get you someday.
Yeah, I have a whole section of my closet with jeans that I was like, I'm going to keep these because, you know, I'm going to lose some weight. And now, like, I have, and I'm trying them back on, and I'm like, oh, my God, I feel like I have a brand new pair of jeans now.
Best feeling.
But then there's ones that are, like, too big now that I'm like, I don't want to get rid of you
Purge
either. I should. But
I have a lot of hats, too. Like, I have a lot of hats.
Oh,
like
I'm sure you
caps,
do. Yeah.
Ball caps.
Yeah. I said that, too, yesterday.
Maybe 100.
Oh, God, no.
But I probably wear 4 of them. And I just bought a new one down in North Carolina that I like. And so now, you know, I'm going to wear that one for a while.
That's literally the conversation I had with myself while I was cleaning my closet just last night. I was like, I have so many hats for not really even being a hat girl.
Yeah.
And hats don't store well.
No, they don't.
I have like the ball caps on a hanger and like all Velcroed hanging along the hangers.
I'm a ball cap person. I wear one like every third day, and we just brought some new ones into the store too. That more arrived today, and I can't wait. I'm going to be the first to get my hands on a couple of them.
You have a new design hat with the flower.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the original design that you designed?
No, it's not. And actually, they sold out, but they are restocking today. And we have, it's so cute, a gardeners club reached out. They call themselves the Daisies. And so they're going to be coming in to get matching hats. So super cute. I know.
Oh, yeah. That is,
I love it.
I love that. So it's just like you have something for everybody, like we touched base on. And I want you to at least give out some of your socials so people can follow you if they're not already.
And your TikTok. Don't forget that.
Don't forget that TikTok. We have 4 videos.
4? Oh, my goodness. I've only seen one.
CVDesigns Seneca Falls on all the platforms. We are trying to put out some more kind of just fun video content, some tutorial type stuff. So, and new things all the time. So keep following us, and we're excited to head into spring and summer, and it's going to be a better year. Yeah. Last year was okay, but this is going to be great.
Yeah, and honestly, with so many people getting vaccinated and the weather turning now, if you remember, last summer was different, but it was still easier. It was still people were doing things.
Winter was just a new level,
right? Yes, so I really feel like we're coming out of this thing. You know, I by Memorial Day, back to normal, almost 100%. Is my prediction.
I'm very into astrology and stuff too, and my horoscope said that globally the world is going to be healing. So I believe that too.
I can get behind both of those.
Yes, thank you. But really, that's like all the time we have already. I feel like it went by so quick. We're so glad you came on.
Thank you so much.
And the Mother's Day box will be available starting
Tuesday.
Yes. That's something to look out for on your socials as well, because you'll give us some updates on that.
Yep.
Other than that, that's all
Christine.
the time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back again next Wednesday, and until then, enjoy this very spring weekend here in the Finger Lakes.